Welcome. Year 9 practice exam number 1. Question 1. Which of the following mathematical statements is true? This is a right-angled triangle, so there's the right angle. And any right-angled triangle follows this rule. So you've got a triangle here. There's your right angle. The two short sides, A and B, and the long side C, which is the hypotenuse. A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. So we look, which formula follows that rule? And it's A. A is the correct answer. Next question. Number 2. Find the length of the hypotenuse in the following right-angled triangle. So here, we've got our long side C and our two short sides, 9 and 12. So C squared is going to equal 9 squared plus 12 squared. C squared is 9 squared. 9 squared is 81 plus 12 squared, 144. Okay. Then the next step, we've got C squared being equal to 81 plus 144. That's going to be 44 plus 81. 4 plus 1, 5. 4 plus 8, that gives 12. Put down the 2, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 225. C equals 225. And this, to figure out C, C is going to be the square root of 225, which is 15. So it's C. The C is 15. Okay. Number 3. Helen invests $100,000 in a simple interest bank account that pays 5% annually. How much will be in her bank account after 3 years? So we use this rule. Interest equals principal times rate times time. Next step, we need to figure out what each of these are. So the principal is your starting amount. Okay, so it's what you start with. Your rate, so it's this percentage here. All right, so it needs to be given, generally given as a percentage annually. It's generally given like that, and what we do, we divide by 100. Okay, and our time is in years. So our interest is going to be the principal, which is 10,000, times by our rate, which is 5 divided by 100, because it's 5%. We've got to change it to a decimal, so we divide by 100, times by our time, which is 3 years. So our interest is equal to, now we can type that straight in to the calculator, and it would give us the 10,000 times by 5 divided by 100 times 3 is 1,500. Then we need to do is find out what the amount in the bank account. So our amount is going to equal our principal plus the interest. So the amount in this case is our principal, which was 10,000, plus our interest 1,500, and that gives 10,000. No, sorry, my mistake. 11,000. 11,500. So it's B. How long does Kim need to invest 5,000 at 4% per annum simple interest in order to produce $100 interest? So what we can do with this is use this triangle. So interest goes on the top, and along the bottom here you're going to have interest equals principal times rate times time. What I'll do is I'll draw that one again. I'll just make it a bit neater. Okay. I'll use a not as thick marker. There we go. Here we have interest on the top and principal times rate times time. So what we're after is how long. That's time. So we're after time. So the time is going to equal the interest over the principal times the rate. Okay. So the time equals the interest, which is 5,000, divided by the principal, which is it's not, the interest is 100. My mistake. The interest 100. So 100 divided by the principal, which was 5,000, times by the rate, which is 4, divided by 100. And we've got to make sure we put the brackets in. So we type that in our calculator. 100 divided by bracket 5,000 times 4 divided by 100. Close bracket. That's 0.5. 0.5 years. 0.5 years. And that's equivalent to 6 months. Next question. 5 times, so 2 times x to the 7 times 7 x to the 3. So first step, we've got 2 times 7. 2 times 7 is 14. X to the power of 7 times x to the 3. With indices, you've got, when we multiply them, we add them. So a to the m times by a to the n equals a to the m plus n. So when you times the bases together, you add the indices. So here we've got 7 plus 3, 7 plus 3, and that equals 14 x to the power of 10, which is B. Number 6, x to the power of 3 in expanded form is? That's pretty easy. That's just that, because x to the power of 1, there's a 1 there, we generally don't draw it to the power of 3. We use this rule. So a to the power of nm And note the brackets here, brackets, is a to the m times m. So we times them together. So that's going to be x to the power of 1 times 3, which is x to the power of 3, which is x times x times x. So it's that one. It's A. Number 7. A letter selected at random from the word statistics. The probability of selecting a vowel is, so we have our vowels A, E, I, O, U, and the probability of selecting a vowel, that's going to be, let's try and figure it out. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 letters, and how many vowels? So let's have a look at our number of vowels. We've got, there's a vowel, that's 1, 2, that I there, and 3. And that's it. So it's 3 out of 10, which is C. Number 8. This simplifies to, so we've got 6 divided by 3. 6 over 3, that's 2. Then a to the 7 divided by a squared. So we've got a to the m over a to the n equals a to the m take n. Alright, so we're going to have here a to the power of 7 take 2. And b to the 5 over b to the 8. That's going to be b to the power of 5 take 8. This equals 2 to the power of a to the 7 take 2 is a to the 5. That's going to be b to the power of negative 3. It's going to be 2a to the 5 over b cubed. So when we move this b to the minus 3, when we move this b to the minus 3, move it below the fraction, it becomes positive 3. Okay. So let's have a look at our options, and it's option A. All the other options are not correct. Option A. Number 9. An algebraic expression that represents 5 less than double x is, so 5 less than double x. So let's double x first. Double x is 2 times by x, and that's 2x. So 5 less than 2x is going to be 2x take 5. So let's draw in the take there, and there it is, 2x take 5. Okay. Number 10. 9 less than a certain number is 3 more than twice the same number. The number is, so 9 less than a certain number, so a certain number n. So 9 less than a certain number is 3 more than twice the same number is equal to 9 less than a certain number is 3 more than twice that same number. So 9 less than a certain number is 3 more. So this number's 3 more than twice the same number. Okay? And this is how we write in algebra. Now, to solve this, we're going to do it like this. So we need to get all these letters here on one side, and the numbers, these numbers on the other side. So I'm going to, and you change the side, you change the sign. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the n there. I'm going to move this minus 9 to the other side. It will become a plus. So n equals 3 plus 2n plus 9. And then I need to move this other 2n across. So n minus 2n equals 3 plus 9, 9, 10, 11, 12. So n minus 2n, that's just going to be minus n. Minus n equals 12. So n equals minus 12. And here's our answer. It's D. Simplify the following. So we've got 3 times 2a. That gives 6a. Because 3 times 2 is 6. 2b squared over 8b. 2 divided by 8 is the same as 1 over 4. So 1 over 4. And b squared divided by b, that's just b. So 1b over 4, which is the same as b over 4. Next, we've got 4ab, and so we like terms. So AB is the same as BA. So 4AB take BA leaves 3AB, 3AB, minus 7AB squared plus 2AB squared is going to be minus 5A squared B, yep, and plus 2B. And that's it. This one, we've got 9a, so it's going to be 9. First of all, we'll do with a divide. Just leave the 9a there. So 15ab divided by 3a. So 15 divided by 3 leaves 5. A divided by a is 1, so it goes away. And we're just left with b there, minus 6b. And that equals 9a. 5b minus 6b is minus b. Solve each of the following equations. 2x equals 10. You change the side, change the sign. So we've got, this is the same as 2 times by x. 2 times by x equals 10. So to change the side, change the sign, we need to divide by 2. So this 2 goes to the other side, it goes over this side, becomes 10 divided by 2, x equals 5. This one, we're going to have over 3, so x over 3, this is the same as x divided by 3 equals 3. So we change the side, change the sign, it's going to become times. X equals 3 times 3. X equals 9. C. Here, we need to move this divide by 4. So this is 5, take 6x, in brackets, divide by 4 equals 2. This divide by 4 goes to the other side, it becomes times. 5 take 6x equals 2 times 4. And 5 take 6x equals 8. And we're going to have to move this 5 here. So I'm going to move this 5 to the other side here. So we're going to have minus 6x is equal to 8 take 5. Minus 6x equals 3. Then I need to get rid of this minus 6. So this minus 6 here, minus 6 times, I'm going to move it to the other side, it will become divide. It's going to become divide, so x equals 3 divided by minus 6 x equals 3 over minus 6 is minus a half. Okay. D. I need to move this minus 3 over here to become plus, so x equals 8x equals 5x plus 9 plus 3. 8x equals 5x, 9, 10, 11 plus 12. 8x take 5x, I'm moving this 5x over this side now, equals 12. 8x take 5x leaves me with 3x equals 12. X equals 12 over 3. X equals 4. Now, if I put these numbers back into the equation, they should be true. So let's try that. I'll just show you how it works for this one. So we've got for this one C. I'll show you how it works. So it's going to be 5 take 6 times by, we're saying x is minus a half. Minus a half over 4 equals, let's see what it equals. 6 times minus a half, that's going to be minus 3. So 5 take minus 3 over 4. Then 5 take minus 3, that's 5 plus 3 over 4. That equals 5, 6, 7, 8 over 4, which is 2, which is what we wanted. Okay, we wanted it to be 2 and we're good. Number 13. Write linear equations for the following statements using x to represent the unknown. Do not solve the equation. 7 times a certain number is 24. So 7 times a certain number n. You can use any letter really, but I like using n. So 7 times a certain number is equal to 24. B. 3 subtracted from 5 times a certain number gives a result of 7. So 5 times a certain number and having 3 subtracted from it, 3 subtracted from 5 times a certain number gives a result of minus 7. And there it is. The sum of 3 times a certain number and 4, 3 times a certain number is and 4, the sum means to add them, is divided by 2, which equals 5, which gives the result of 5. Okay? That's how we do those ones. Simplify the following using the index laws. So here we've got, there should be brackets there really, but there is times together, so that's going to be a to the power of 4 plus 2, which is a to the power of 6. Here we're going to have 5 over 15, which is the same as 1 over, so 5 divided by 5 is 1, 15 divided by 5 is 3. 1 over 3, d to the power of 8 take 2, which is d, 8 take 2 is 6, d to the 6 over 3. So anything to the power of 0 is 1. So a to the power of 0 is 1. So here we've got k to the power of 0 plus 5. So 3k to the power of 0 plus 5 to the 0. That's going to be 3 times 1, because k to the 0 is 1. And 5 to the 0 is 1. So we're going to have 3 times 1 plus 1, which is 3 plus 1, which is 4. There's our answer there. It's 4. Number 15. Simplify the following using index laws. So with these ones, we need to use this law. A to the m, all in brackets to the power of n, equals a to the m times n. Here we've got a to the power of 2 times 5 and b to the power of 3 times 5, which is a to the power of 10, b to the power of 15. Next, here we're going to have 2 to the power of 3, w to the power of 4 times 3 over r to the power of 2 times 3. So that's 2 to the power of 3, which is 8. W to the power of 4 times 3, 4 threes, 12, over 2 times 3 is 6, r to the power of 6. And this last one, it's going to be this. We're going to have, let's deal with the multiplication first. So we're going to have 5 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20. Then h to the 7 times h squared is h to the power of 9. Then we're going to have k cubed times k, which is k to the power of 4, over 8h cubed k to the power of 5. Now, we can deal with the division. 20 over 8. That's the same as, we divide them both by 2. That's 10 over 4, which is, divided by 2 again, that's 5 over 2. Yep, 5 over 2. Now, h to the power of 9 take 3. 9 take 3 is 6. And 4 take 5 is minus 1. So it's k to the power of 1 down there. Number 16. 2 people are selected without replacement from a group of 4. Adam, Brenda, Carolyn, and Darren. List all the possible combinations for the selection by completing the following table. So, this is what you need to do. You fill in the table where these events occur. So you're going to have person A and then person C. Person A, then C. Here we're going to have A, then D. A, then D, then B, then C, B, then D. Here we're going to have C, then A, C, then B, and D, then C. We're going to have A and then D, B, then D, and here we're going to have okay, I should have really done these the other way around, but it's still correct. Alright, find the probability that the selection will contain Brenda and Darren. So Brenda and Darren, there's only 2 of these. So there's this one here, Brenda and Darren, and this Brenda and Darren here as well. So we know our numerator is going to be 2, but we need to find what the denominator is. So it's all the options. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 options, and 2 of them have Brenda and Darren together. So we can type that into a calculator. 2 divided by 12. 2 divided by 12 is 0.16 recurring. Number 3, find the probability that the selection will contain Carolyn. So now we need to find just where Carolyn is. Okay, so let's do that. Let's find just where Carolyn is. I'll do that in green if I can. Now, there's Carolyn. That's 1. That's 1. 2, there's another one. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be 6 out of 12, which is 0.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And that's it. 0.5 is our answer. Next question. Calculate x to 2 decimal places. So Pythagoras theorem. X squared is the long side. That's going to equal 8.4 squared plus 7.2 squared. X squared is going to be 8.4 squared is 70.56 plus 7.2 squared, which is 51.84. X squared equals 70.56 plus 51.84, which is 122.4. X equals the square root of 122.4. X equals square root of 122.4 gives me 11.06 meters to 2 decimal places. So X is 11.06 meters. Okay, let's do B. Now, this is our long side, and the other two sides are the short sides. So we're going to have this 117 squared is equal to 82 squared plus x squared. So what x squared is equal to is 117 squared take 82 squared. X squared equals 117 squared take 82 squared, which gives 6,965. X equals the square root of 6,965. X equals 84.46 millimeters.